to even their own people. That stuff pisses me off a lot. So it's like one of those things. It's like the same coin but different issues. And so I get people's frustrations when you hear people walking around, and oh, cops are shooting us and this and that, and we're like, well, what about the black on black crimes? I get the frustration completely. And there are, and just so you guys know, because it's not ever highlighted that much, but someone tell you, there are black people, honestly, you guys, there are black people who truly, genuinely care about the black on black crime just as much as they care about them feeling that black people are being shot by police. It's just, and I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. It's just, there are, and I've talked to some here, that some who are just like, I can't stand, I'm in the community and I can't stand that our people won't go tell when they know when someone shot another black person. So there is that. There is some black people who are about that, like, honestly. So, like I said, that's just an update. There isn't going to be much here to report on today or show. There really isn't. There really isn't. So I'll do what I can. But the crowd at this time right now this morning is a lot less than it was yesterday. It feels warmer today because the wind's not blowing. Here, I'll give you an example of that in a minute when I turn the camera around. Yesterday, you guys go back and watch the live. The flags were blowing like crazy. Today it's settled, the sun is out. The temperature is about 8 degrees warmer. So, makes a difference. But it's still cold. Still need my down jacket. Appreciate all the new people who came to the channels. And if you're new to this channel, backup channel is on YouTube, the BC Preacher. And the BC Preacher is all my tags for every single platform. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, I said Twitter, Facebook. So at the BC, all one word, the BC Preacher is my handle for every platform. So if you're not on the backup YouTube channel, then head there. I heard about the heated jackets. I guess those are like Milwaukee jackets or something like that because it gets so cold out this way. I just found that out last night that there's actually jackets that have heaters in them. I'm like, oh, I need one of those. Extra large. Well, depending. Extra large or double X. But I'm not on Getter yet. I'm still trying to work that out. I was on there. There's just some things going on with Getter. We messed up on the email, so I can't get in to get the password. I'll be on Getter soon. Appreciate you guys' donations, the super chats that you guys were doing yesterday. Mikowskis were here yesterday, so I'm gonna post that little video when I had the interaction with them. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll turn the camera around here in a minute. If I hear anything about what's going on, I'll let you know, or you guys let me know. There's people who were talking yesterday morning about, that were talking about, there was a verdict was reached yesterday, but it never came out. So obviously there was no verdict reached. So, all right, you guys. I'll turn the camera around and I guess just walk a little bit. I mean, really, the most people that's out here is media. And most people that are out here is media. Even the guys that you've seen with Black Lives Matter that were on a megaphone the past 3 days, they're not even out here, obviously, because you don't hear nothing. So, all right, let's turn the camera around. Share this out, though. You guys can still share it out. I'll be here doing this as much as I can today. But this is it. This is the crowd that's out here right now. Pretty low, pretty low. This lady was here yesterday. You've been out here every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yesterday because I need to take a day to heal a little bit.
What do you mean heal?
I got into an altercation, so I was a little sore.
And that was day before yesterday.
Yeah, day before yesterday.
So could you explain what happened from your point of view, your perspective, if you don't mind?
Yeah, that's fine. I was standing up there on the stairs, and one of the gentlemen had a sign made about my previous convictions, which I'm open and honest about my recovery. I'm 18 months clean, and I've been to prison, and it actually helps people seek recoveries talking about it, so I'm very open. But he brought it up to me. He was standing next to me. He called me an explicit name. I called him that back. He said he couldn't be one, and I said, yes, you can. You can swallow. And he got mad because he knew he was outsmarted and threw it like a kid, threw the sign at me like a little kid. So I went to grab the sign from the ground, and that's when him and his girlfriend proceeded to try and get the sign from me on top of me, which he shouldn't even have done that. And then a nice reporter tried to stop him, and he turned around and clocked the reporter and then picked him up and body slammed him. So it was pretty crazy, but the young man was arrested.
Okay, so I saw that footage of that, and I was over there by the tracks at that time, and then I came over, and then I saw them rush, kind of get you away, and then he kept going. Arresting a girl, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I saw the other videos, but they were attacking you. And so that same guy, from what I'm seeing, was also hitting a woman.
Yeah.
But yet they go over there in the street and they're yelling at police, you're hitting the women.
Yeah.
I'm like, you talk about hypocrisy.
Yes, yeah, you see it a lot, actually. The other gentleman, the chunkier gentleman that was out here from Racine, he's made death threats to me, calling me every name in the book besides a nice woman, and then tells me I can't speak to his girlfriend like that because she's a queen. But you want to sit here and
I heard that too. I heard him say that.
A bad person, which I'm not. I'm not a white supremacist. I love everybody until they give me a reason not to. Mm-hmm. So I really hope today we can stay peaceful. That's why I wrote peace signs on my sign, and I'm going to do it on the other side, so maybe they get it as a peace. And I also brought my mace. So if they don't understand to give me my 6 feet away, I'll make them stand 6 feet.
Well, they all believe in COVID too, so you might as well give that 6.
Right. They do believe in COVID. That's true.
So, all right. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're back out here today. So, what's your thoughts? You think they're going to call the verdict?
I'm hoping we do.
Yeah. All right. Take care. All right. So that's what that was. So yeah, I posted the video earlier on YouTube and Facebook. So if you guys want to see the interaction I was just speaking to her about, it is up on YouTube and Facebook. I didn't get the part that she up on top of the steps, but I got the remaining piece of it, so you guys can see that. So. Good man.
You know, it's a bathroom and a restaurant right around the corner at the train station. You got to use the bathroom. It's a restaurant and bathroom. Right,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right,
yep. Thank you. You did you? All right.
It's clean too, right?
All right. Good. Thanks, man.
I got some mileage out of that over the last few days.
Convict.
You spelled convict wrong.
Convict. He's saying convict.
Hey, Jim.
Hi, buddy.
How you doing?
You know what I think about you? Don't look like it,
So you want to convict? You want to convict Kyle? You want him convicted?
I want the jury to convict him.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. You want the jury to convict him.
you doing? Sir? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name's Bill. What's your name?
I'm Prince. I'm from New York.
Prince. Nice to meet you. Well, yeah, he's throwing this white power hand symbol. You know, it's very well documented. You know, he's at a bar in Racine, Wisconsin. Mount Pleasant is the name of the county. Are you aware of that?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, January 2021. You know, it's in all the papers. So this is not any projection. This is just an accurate depiction of Kyle Rittenhouse as he was having fun, having some beer with his mother and these guys, throwing these white power symbols. There's multiple photographs of him with multiple groups of people doing this. So like we know his heart. You know when he's crying on the stand, that's not his heart. We know his heart.
Have you got any opposition out here with the song? Has anybody that bothers you or tried to
Not
harass
seriously bothered me, but when I came out the first day, I thought I might get attacked or get shot or something. There were far fewer. There were far fewer cameras around here. You know, now there's like 1 million cameras. But when I came out here before, there might have been.
So,
You know,
so the cameras is more like protection now.
but don't you think?
I mean,
yes.
he did it on camera.
Anything can
You know what I'm
happen
saying?
anytime.
Like, so,
Anything can happen anytime and anywhere. But yeah, I think it's less likely that, you know, one of us is going to get assassinated here on these steps of the courthouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
I don't know if you take a personal picture. Do you mind if I take a picture with you with that sign?
I don't mind at all.
That's it.
I've been coming out here calling on our community to denounce and condemn the hateful, terroristic ideology of white supremacy. That's what I've been yelling through this horn. People think I'm dressed like Uncle Sam or a clown, but I am dressed like a carnival barker.
I actually thought you was on Where's Waldo. That's what I actually
Other
thought.
people think that. Other people think that. But it's old-fashioned. If you Google it, carnival barker, it's someone who stands out in front of the carnival and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, boys and girls."
Is that project? Because that's like a lampshade.
It is a lampshade, but it works. It works. Looking for justice for Anthony and JoJo.
Let me ask you a question. You said it's a white power sign, correct?
Yeah, I think it's fairly common knowledge.
So what is the sign language symbol for okay?
Okay.
No, I'm honestly asking. What is the sign language for okay?
Peace be with you, my friend. I'm not here to have an argument.
I'm not. It was just a simple question.
It's very similar, isn't it? Maybe he's doing it wrong. You know,
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
He might not have learned quite right. Because I think a lot of times when people throw it, it's down low, it's sideways, the hand is turned a different direction. But that's an accurate depiction of the photographs that I've seen of Kyle.
Right, but
Peace be with you.
So then, or here's another example of that similar sign. You remember the blood sign of the gangs?
Yeah, but you know, everybody knows what Kyle Rittenhouse is doing in that.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. What is the okay sign? I don't know.
Well, Google it, man. You know, there's a lot of information. Go to the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC. You can find all kinds of information about white supremacist groups, white supremacy, hand symbols.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been there because they deem a lot of they deem a lot of Christians as hateful and racist too.
hey, you know, I'm just a person. Peace be with you. I don't want to talk anymore.
Can I ask you a question?
I mean, I appreciate it. I'm just not going to answer any more questions because I'm just...
Do you know? Is that or not know?
Can I ask you a question?
You know, my friend, I'm a shy person. This is not easy for me to be out here. And I'm just...
How are you shy? You have a sign.
Well, I'm saying it ain't easy for me to be out here. I'm letting the sign do the speaking. I appreciate
Who made the sign?
I did.
So you're saying a lot still, but you're saying you're shy. How's a person that makes a sign like this say you're shy? You understand what I'm saying?
I told you it's not easy for me to be out here. Doesn't that answer your question? I'm saying I'm doing something that's not
Well,
easy for me.
can I ask what the purpose behind your sign?
It should be obvious. This is just just depict him, just the facts.
Okay.
Just the facts. Everybody knows he's been photographed at this bar with these men, and they're all throwing this white supremacist hand symbol. So peace be with you all.
Can I ask you, what makes it a white supremacy? As a black male, explain to me what makes that a white supremacy sign so I can understand.
I know you got access to the internet. You don't need me to. Peace be with
When
you.
I looked it up, they made that up, and people believe the lie now that that's a white supremacy sign. So I looked it up.
Peace be with you. I'm not going to speak anymore. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Wow, that's just crazy. But you know what's amazing? He was actually okay talking to the
other
black
person.
dude.
Yeah, he was okay.
You were okay talking
Why?
to him.
Why was you okay talking to that black person and not
but
us?
You can't talk to us. Are we not the right type of black?
That was WGN in Chicago. I figure I'd speak to them and do my very best because it would get out to hundreds.
We'll get it out to hundreds of thousands, maybe millions with us too.
Yeah, and they'll come firebomb my house because who knows? I don't know who your audience is.
They could still come.
I understand.
I mean, even if they look at what they put out there, they can firebomb your house. Not
Yeah,
that
I
anybody
know.
will
I
firebomb your
understand.
house.
There's risk. When you come out and you say that you're against a hateful ideology like white supremacy, there's a risk that someone would do me bodily harm.
Who's for white supremacy?
Killer Kyle.
So you
Killer
see
Kyle.
him say that he's for white supremacy, or you just going along with you hear everyone else say? I mean, I'm just asking a question.
He's a coward. He just can't stand there and be a coward and not answer questions.
I mean, he comes out there with a sign like that.
That don't
why
make
did you make
sense.
the sign? Why did you push it? Why are you pushing it?
Be proud of what you say. Be
I
proud
know.
of
I
what you
mean,
do.
seriously.
If you're going to stand behind something like that, be proud of it. He's a coward.
Yeah.
He's probably not even, I bet he's not even mad at Kyle. He's probably Kyle's dad.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Yeah. What's that? So I had 61,000. I started the year. I had 61,000 on Facebook. So I just start that over and up to 60,000.
He's willing to talk to other black people. He won't talk to me. Apparently, I'm not the right black. But he made the sign. He made the sign for everyone. He's making a statement, but he won't talk about the sign. The main reason why he's making the sign. Why does he believe it? I mean, everyone's trying to believe what they want to believe. I'm not taking it. I don't even know where he's getting the information from. So why does he believe that? So basically, he got this from a photo. I mean, I don't even know what the bar is. It won't even tell me. Try to have a conversation. But the bar that he's at,
social worker is going to give you
kids are gonna go.
You understand, man? Because that's what it has to be. It has to be a change and get away from all this.
Idiocracy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Everything's about race, and it's only black and white. I'm like,
Man, if people look at it, man, it's the haves and the have-nots.
That's all it is.
That's what it really is. And they just throw it in. And the media is a major part of this shit.
Yeah, it's
Because right now, nothing is happening.
Right.
So when they pick it, they're gonna play that song, and they're gonna
Yep.
them too. And our platform is just saying, there's nothing going on so much media.
Yeah, that's why I just got through saying it.
There's a few protesters over here. And, you know, the country wants to know the outcome of these cases.
It is.
You know, I know for a fact, you know, black men shooting up whoever, he's gonna go to jail. He has military background, and he's going to jail. You know? And, you know, it just got to be a change in mentality.
Yep.
Open racist. Open racist. Personally, shit. How you doing in the country? And he used the country. You understand? Like, he's setting them up for certain things. I know the legal system a little something. I'm not a professional, but I know what the setup is. You understand? Giving them, even if he is convicted, there's rules for the grounds of the bill. And then we're going to have so much problems on our plate because we're struggling to survive. You understand? When his appeal comes up, this is going to be a highlight in no seeing or something, and it ain't going to mean nothing. I mean, like, because we're going to be support our life, what you got, your platform that you got, that they trying to take from you, trying to fix that up. You're going to
Everything's a mess, man. Everything's a mess.
But
It really is.
I feel like it starts to change the mentality with people. You understand? Like, there's no reason why, you know, no matter what side you're on, that we can't have a civil conversation. You understand? Like, I respect your view. I'm not to agree with it, but I respect
Right,
your
we can
view.
still talk and
Yeah, like,
learn from each other or whatever. Just listen to each other, man.
And you know what's crazy? Like, when we did the protests in Washington, D.C., you know, right before they stormed the Capitol, and the day that they stormed the Capitol, you know, the people that was in there, it was like, it was openly racist, but when you pulled them to the side, they wasn't talking that shit. You understand? They was like, oh, we should just, you know, but when they was in the group, they was so, you know, that racist shit, and they was doing all that other shit, but like individually, then run into one day it was like, man, fuck you, shit. You understand? Like, the Prince is always with me, like, they never used to have words in front of us, but in the group they was doing. So I feel like once we change the mentality, you know, like, who needs to see change?
Yep.
No reason why we can't be civil.
Yeah. And yeah, definitely.
I want to be civil for my children. Live my life. Chris, yeah, Chris and Citizen. Appreciate it.
Let me go. Hold on. Let me go mute this for a second and thank someone. He's playing the music. So someone just gave me a super chat. Who was that? And is it gone? Donovan Hill, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. God bless you. I got muted just for a second, you guys. All right, there's some breaking news. I don't know if you guys know.
What's this? I can't see it. What is it? Just tell me what it is.
Biden transferred power to Kamala.
We're fucked.
Come here. Oh, okay, come here. Get him. Bring it.
Bring it.
Here. Zoom it up. Jack Sophus shared it though.
Yeah.
Are you fucking
He tweeted that. That's what I'm looking at. He just tweeted that.
So they didn't show up. Look at the other side. Those people, they showed up.
And they
Nobody on the outside.
view of present circumstances. Transfer temporary duty of an office secretary.
Where I'll tell you guys in just a moment.
Duties of president.
It sounds like
never gonna wake up?
To the vice president.
it sounds like there's some breaking news in regards to Biden transferring power.
Oh my goodness.
Is this
So much trouble.
Biden transfer power to Kamala?
Touch the screen.
So
In accordance to the
that's the breaking news that I'm gathering. Is-
Media lies Friday.
letter shall continue with
yes. Is this confirmed? All news. It's not all news. Today's the 19th. The letter was done the 19th. Yes, he is getting. Yeah, you guys are all saying yes. 1 hour ago, or 1 hour precedent. Yes, yes. Well,
Oh my goodness.
so there. Yeah, this happened earlier. When?
This is crazy. This is 100.
Yeah. This happened earlier this morning. Okay, someone. So let me. Yeah, you guys are all saying yes, so you know if Biden's back in. Okay, wait, what's going on? I'm getting like several different reports of things. Hello.
So my producer just sent me a thing. Said he had a brief procedure under anesthesia and has now resumed power.
Yeah, that's.
So
So he's back in power.
you know what I see that as? You know what I see that as?
It's all over colonoscopy.
Test run.
A test run, yes. A test run, yes.
Test run.
Okay. This is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll take y'all on a tour, okay? Take y'all on a tour. Some people are thinking, today, some people aren't, so we'll see what happens. Okay. This is just like Will just said, he's resumed power. This is nuts. This was seriously, you talk about everything that's being tested. We have medicine that's being tested, and now we have this. You talk about that's a huge thing. That's huge. He's back in. Wow. Hold on. Okay, what I just zoomed in on was SWAT. So that must mean something. I just zoomed. I just zoomed. That was it. I caught it right at the last minute. I just zoomed in on SWAT. Why do you need? Why would I need? Why would I need? Why would we see SWAT here when there's nothing here? No. That was SWAT, you guys. SWAT is arriving. I'm not going to really announce that; it'd be loud. But SWAT just arrived, which could only possibly mean one thing. Sniper super chat received. Thank you very much, Sniper. It is normal procedure. Quincy usually happens while President of the United States is undergoing health procedures. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I need to call somebody from Right Side Media. Hold on. I'm gonna mute it one more time, you guys. Make this. Okay, I'm walking around the building for you guys. I know a lot of people wanted to see around the building, so I'm going completely around the block. Like I said, SWAT has arrived. They went into these doors here. So I'm just going around the block. That's all I'm doing. Just because everybody wants to see what's around the block. So, obviously sheriffs are here, authorized vehicles. I thought I could do it without my gloves today. I'm getting ready to put them things on. Getting ready to put them on. There's a trolley. Free Kyle, God of War. Thank you for the super chat. Backside of Kenosha jail. There's the backside of it. Directly in front of that is the courthouse, the front steps that you guys have seen the past several days. So I'm looking straight ahead, which is east. Straight ahead, probably about 2 or 3 blocks, starts the, was it Michigan Lake? One of the Great Lakes. So that's Kenosha's right on the, I guess, the bay, the lake, Lake Michigan or whatever. I believe that's what it is. You might be able to see some of the blue water straight ahead on the left after that brick building. So I'll move back up front. I just saw this charter bus that's coming toward us on the left. I just saw that when I was walking on the other side of this block. Kenosha. Nobody's on it though. I feel like I just went for a walk and I got colder. So this is right here. This is the west side of the courthouse. Tracy 3, thank you for the super chat. God bless you. Thank you very much. You guys, anything helps, especially when you go out to eat at night after these things. You gotta grab some food. Thank you guys for the support, the encouragement. Thank you guys for, you know, keeping me inspired to continue to do this and get out here and actually show the full truth, stuff that the media won't show, such as some good conversations. This cloud up here is pretty cool. That is a pretty cool cloud. Look at that. That is pretty cool. I like that. I've never seen anything like that. Almost like a complete just round circle. It's not a hurricane. If you're into sci-fi stuff, it looks like one of those transport type of things. Hole punch. All right, so we're back here to the main street. Getting back up here to the main area. Surprised media isn't getting around more and more. I think there's a possibility that enforcement could be waiting for more enforcement to show up. Okay, so here we are. Media is starting to make their way over to the front. Thank you, Jesse, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, media is lining up, so here we go. Put my gloves on. Come here. So that guy, he'll interview with her over there again. Thank you for covering this. Rumors swirling about a verdict within the hour. Thank you for that super chat. I guess we'll see. A lot of people think it'll go. It won't happen today. So this guy is interviewing with this person, liberal station. So let's see what.
Going with white power hand symbols. So I want. It's not admissible in the trial, but I would like for
He's not that shy.
community to condemn and denounce that hateful ideology. It's a dangerous ideology and sometimes terroristic ideology. And I just want to bring it out into the world. It shouldn't be difficult to condemn that type of way of thinking or believing. And I've come out on numerous days, and the first day I expected to be attacked. And I, at the very least, I expected for the arm to be broken off from the sign. But you know, there's hundreds of families here. But I come here on my bicycle, so someone could follow me home, etc. But yes, I live in Kenosha. But you know, anything can happen anytime, anywhere. And
let me know if in the studio if you're watching this, please.
for justice for the victims, Anthony and Jojo, I'd like to see some guilty verdicts, and for their families. No. Pause, because I know you can edit this. I just want to think. One of the things I've been shouting through my bullhorn when I've been out here, I've been calling on our local communities to speak out, to come together to denounce this hateful white supremacist ideology that he displayed. There's no place for it here in our communities.
So,
Thank you very much.
Can I ask you a question now?
sound pretty good at talking.
You talk to them?
Yeah, they're from Telemundo. And,
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
I don't know who you are.
my name is Will
Peace be with-
Johnson.
It's okay.
My name is Will Johnson. Can you talk to me? I don't bite.
I talked to you for a long time.
No, you haven't talked to me at all.
I talked to you plenty.
Why is it you talk to them, you won't talk to me?
Because he's a racist, he won't talk to a black reporter.
I think that's true.
I mean, don't
From
you
it,
think there's something behind that? I mean, you're willing to talk to black people, you're willing to talk to Hispanic people that you know lean to the left, but you don't know how I lean. If I'm a black male,
We spoke at length earlier. Peace be with
no,
you.
we didn't. You did not have a single.
You did not.
would not
You-
explain-
I asked you
just had
questions
one
too.
conversation with her, but you won't talk to me. Why is that?
You were asking silly questions about, and I was just saying, I'm not an expert when it comes to certain things, and there's lots of resources and information available to you. I'm out here to condemn Killer Kyle, and I'm calling on our community.
Talk to me about that.
I'm calling on our community to denounce and condemn the hateful ideology of white supremacy. But peace be with you guys.
So
Where's your evidence of white supremacy? You have none, you big mouth.
He won't talk.
Tell him that he'll talk to the other people, but he won't have a conversation with me. Seriously, and the peace be on you. That's the prime example of white supremacy right here. They only talk to people that kind of push the same narrative for black people being on the plantation. But when actually a black person comes along that doesn't have that same thought, they'll believe the lies.
Media is swarming up here.
You gotta move in front of me.
We're having a press conference with the family members on this side. They'll be coming out of this door immediately after the verdict on this side.
You said what, sir?
Family members of Anthony Cooper and Joseph Rosenbaum will be coming out of this side immediately following the verdict.
Okay, so it sounds like a verdict is in. That's what he's saying. Immediately following a verdict,
It's like to get ready to come up with the verdict, everybody. You ever thought about sharing this? Yeah, yes. Just one. I'm not sure we're dialing in this because I'm asking for well, I'm working on a truck. I'm working on a truck stop. Can we use that or no? Just leave it. I don't know. Is that the truck that Martinez just left here? Use 9? Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. I'll come up soon.
Have some decorum. Have some decorum. We're at court. All right, you guys are adults now.
Record that one? We'll talk about it later, right?
I don't know if it's verdict.
That's what it didn't.
Okay, so we took the verdict, and we're all jumped in right here.
Hearing rumors that there's like an imminent verdict.
Well, right here, and we're waiting to find out what's gonna come down. Everyone's out here now.
Hey, Mike, you want to test the mic? I got you.
Well, seriously.
I'd say off because we're just on the main here right now.
So, did they spread it out? I mean, maybe a rumor went because all of the media is right here. Maybe someone just spread a rumor and everyone's out believing that they're going to come out with the verdict. I'm being told in my ear that they just went out for lunch. They just called for lunch. I guess we'll find out here in a minute.
you even know who's what? No. Good, no idea.
I've been told they just ordered lunch. Yeah. Yeah, I've just been told that they just ordered lunch, but a rumor went around that
Hey, Pat.
so it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, did you power up? Did I? Could you?
It's not coming. I was told it's not coming. I was told they just ordered lunch. No, someone is thinking they're gonna do the press conference and then the verdict. That's not gonna happen. We already know that they would do the verdict and then they come out and say it.
Make sure you stay on that side today, Emily.
Someone was claiming the press has to be impartial. It shares a lot of opinions.
Is that what that is?
Is that him? Somebody turned it into like some weird thing where we're like our noses are really touching. It's like
Oh, there's a meme of them out there.
We out here waiting, y'all.
Look at it, big guy.
At noon? Okay. That was him. Now that was very big.
is it still
It's popping in and out. It's back on now though. Yeah, it's back on now.
So we're just standing around at this point waiting for a verdict, which we don't know exactly when it will be called, but obviously there's a verdict in because you see everybody's swarmed up here to the steps of the courthouse. So at this point, again, more of a, I guess, the second part of the waiting game. And if they went to lunch, it'll probably be after lunch if they have got excused for lunch. Then
Yeah, you step aside just so I
I get the post.
Yep. Yep.
We'll be standing like this for 2 hours, y'all. This is why they stay all week. Mm-hmm. No, I said that.
Hello? Okay, on my feet or what? Okay. All right. Hey, can you find out where Kyle will be coming out from and their family? Okay.
Okay. All right, we're back, and the appearances are as before, with the jury upstairs, and they have notified us that they have reached a verdict. Anything before we call the jury down? Okay. Oh, yeah. Remove it, just shove it aside. Maybe a few minutes while we. What's that? No, we haven't.
You don't want anybody standing either, correct?
No, there's no standing room. And us, any of the other judges are welcome. That's the only exception. By the way, for those of you in the audience portion,
You want this in the record? Is that on the record?
no, it doesn't need to be. There can't be any reaction at all, no matter how strongly you may feel. And it's understood that many people do have strong feelings, but we can't permit any kind of a reaction to the verdict. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of law enforcement here, and you will be whisked out of here if there is any. So just be aware. Okay.
Hello?
Would you come down, please?
Yes.
Thank you. right, members of the jury, have you elected a foreperson? Would you give your juror number, please?
54.
54. And has the jury reached a verdict as to each count of the information?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
One verdict and one verdict only.
Yes.
Would you hand all of the paperwork to the bailiff, please?
This is the ones that you didn't know.
Everything?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. May I see that too, please, Mrs. Chairman? Thank you. The defendant will rise, face the jury, and hearken to its verdicts.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the third count of the information, unknown male. We, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fourth count of the information, Anthony Huber, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty. As to the fifth count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we, the jury, find the defendant Kyle H. Rittenhouse not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read? Would you wish the jury polled? No. Okay. Okay, folks, your job is done, and we started just about 3 weeks ago. And I told you it could last 2 weeks and 2 days. This is 2 weeks. This is 3 weeks. You were a wonderful jury to work with. You were punctual. You were attentive. And the forgotten six over here who had a very difficult job of keeping from discussing the case during the time that they were sequestered as well. All of you, I couldn't have asked for a better jury to work with. And it has truly been my pleasure. I think, without commenting on your the verdicts themselves, just in terms of your the attentiveness and the cooperation that you gave to us, justifies the confidence that the founders of our country placed in you. So I dismiss you at this time. You're never under any obligation to discuss any aspect of this case with anyone. You're welcome to do so as little or as much as you want. The media have requested, a number of media sources have requested the ability to talk to you, and they have been allowed to present presentations to you that you'll get in writing, and it's entirely up to you whether you want to contact them. They are not to contact you. If anyone does contact you, and just tell them you're not interested in discussing it, if that's the case. And if anyone persists in doing so, report that to us and it will be addressed, I assure you. At the beginning of the trial, there was some concern about information and your safety, and I assure you that we will take every measure to ensure that that is your concerns are addressed and respected. I'm going to talk to you for just a minute, not about anything to do with the case, but just about that sole issue. And you, as I say, you're welcome to discuss the case as little or as much as you want. Any questions, anybody? Thank you so much. And you're after 4 years, you're eligible for service again. It would be my pleasure to work with you. Thank you. Yeah. Please. Or in the they can attend in the library. It's not going to be more than a minute, or maybe it will be.
Well,
Yeah, take them upstairs. That's fine. That's fine. Mr. Richards?
Your Honor, I judge not the verdicts.
Any word from the state?
The jury has represented our community in this trial and has spoken.
All right, the motion of the defendant is granted. The charges against the defendant on all counts are dismissed with prejudice, and he is released from the obligation of his bond. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good day.
I just sent an email from a bond motion.
thank you. Touch all these media. Help them not to edit, but help them to put out the full news. I pray that the good news goes out behind instead of just all these other narratives. And we thank you, Father. In Christ's name, amen.
What am I going to do about it?
Someone came to start problems.
Exactly, you're talking about. You're just...
Fucking dumb, bitch.
Jurors got the real information and the jurors made the real decision. Kudos to the jurors. Jurors have to sit up there and hear the pressure from this mob with their loudspeaker. The court case is right up there, guys. It's through that one pane of glass. These guys are down here with their loudspeakers. And the jurors must know that they risk their town having a riot if they say innocent. And they got past that pressure and came to the truth of the matter. Free Kyle, right on, Kyle. You earned this today. What's your name? Brandon.
What's your name, sir? What's your name? Brandon what?
He's given like 40. I'm going to give one more time.
Thank you. Sir, just for thank you. Just for every bit of it. Absolutely, sir. How do you feel about the verdict?
It's just. It's just. And I promise you, you are a black man, and if you have to defend your right for the gun, I will put the sign up for you. This is not about race. Brandon was being attacked. Thank God he had a gun to defend himself.
But why do you think it's not about race?
It's not about race with me. I am deciding that man is innocent by his actions. I didn't listen to the media. I watched the court case. I watched the video. That man was clearly defending himself. The prosecutor should be ashamed of himself for ever charging Kyle Rittenhouse. The prosecutor, in my opinion, charged Kyle Rittenhouse to appease this mob, not to find justice. And the jurors wouldn't let the DA do it. The jurors stood up to the DA. The jurors stood up to this mob.
What was your reaction when you first heard the job?
I was very pleased. It's just. That's what makes me want to be an American. Is get just verdicts from jurors. I mean, there's a lot of problems in this country, but apparently, at least, the court is not currently one of them. The court can see straight, even if all the media fail, and if all these people talk very loud with aggressive tones. The court did not fail today. Brandon. LSCO.
Where do you live?
California.
Came all the way out here for this?
I flew here from California to hold this sign. There's no way I'm going to let the Rittenhouse family up there feel unsupported. All they're hearing is this junk from this side. There's no way I'm going to let that happen. So I flew here to hold this sign for you guys.
Photo of you to put?
And I would defend you if you pulled a gun out. Black or white. Nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race.
Can you say your name is Brendan? Brandon. I got it. Okay. I wonder.
At least one newspaper is going to actually print that your name's
Oh,
listed.
yeah,
Brandon.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to laugh at them forever, right? That's the...
Thank you.
The gig is up.
The gig is up. Somebody could be paging at an airport.
Hey, brother. Kyle was a hero in my eyes before he ever raised his gun in self-defense. How many kids do you know that scrub graffiti off of walls, raise money for the police, and then put themselves in harm's way to go defend?
And what about that girl that he was beating up? In the video?
How many kids you know that
what
do
about
that?
the girl he was beating up in the
One-
video? Yeah.
one that he
Shut
does
the fuck up.
ends up in
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
There's an angry white liberals.
That's what I'm up against.
Gossiper.
Right on,
Gossiper.
Right on, Kyle.
know what he's for.
Foolish gossiper.
Fuck Rittenhouse. Fuck them.
They're going to start showing up.
That's your Second Amendment.
It's going to start tonight.
Okay, well, I'll park some.
Shout. When does that happen? When does that happen? A 17-year-old with gun turns drop? It's bullshit. That's bullshit. That ain't fucking right. If you was black, you'd have got executed in the fucking street.
Exactly.
You'd have got executed in the fucking street. Right? Exactly. Silent. Now he's out there fucking silent. I'm out of your guys' fucking media circle.
No, that's not right. 17 years old.
17 years old. That's fucking gun
They come over here in Kenosha and kill the people. That's not right.
No. We don't do interviews. We don't do interviews. You guys lie. You guys lie.
Oh boy.
Says the felon, probably.
Right.
That can't stand up and man up to his own shit.
Thank you guys for the super chats that are going on. Man, I wish I could name these all off. Let me try. Bear with me. Doc J, thank you. Thank you, Doc J, for the super chat. Sean Damsky, thank you for your support. Thank you very much. God bless you, man, for the super chat, honestly. Yeet, thank you, BCP. Happy Scraper, I don't know who this is. The media's running. It's probably, I'm not running to it. Reading off the super chats real quick. William Long, thank you for the super chat. God bless you as well, all of you guys. Rex, yeet, you rock, dude. Thank you. Wicked Way, thank you. Yeet. Karen L, thank you. Super chat. You guys are welcome. Thank you guys for the blessings. Angela, thank you. Kim Waltman, thank you. God bless you as well. Thank you very much.
I'm not positive, but it might be Huber's aunt.
Huber's aunt, yeah.
I'm not sure though.
I'm not even trying to fight with that. That's ridiculous.
Right.
This is ridiculous. I get it to a point, but
she actually has sheriff's deputies all the way around her right now.
I bet. As she's trying to walk.
Yep.
So
she's disabled.
Yeah, it's Huber's aunt, I guess, possibly. Don't know. And I saw her come down. She's in the middle. Let me try to raise this up a little bit. You guys might see. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. She's not even be able to walk. Sometimes you have to think smarter. I need one of you. Yeah. It's YouTuber's aunt.
Off to the side. To the side. Move over. There's plenty of room on the side of the sidewalk.
On your right, Scott.
You guys have to move. If you don't move, go. Move. People, please move on. I've asked 100 times.
Thank you all for the blessings. Honestly, you guys, thank you for the super chats. Yeah, I think it's his grandmother and maybe aunt, it sounds like.
Yes.
Dana, what do you want people to know right now?
Mom and go.
Okay, all right.
Okay, we're heading back.
Alrighty. That's pretty sad though. I'm not gonna lie. And like, here's the thing, they have all these big cameras. They could zoom in. I mean, like these people, these camera folks, like, I don't care. Honestly, you guys, that's the problem. If there was some real news reporting, honestly, if there was some real news reporting, you wouldn't need all this going on. But the problem is there's so many lies out there. And the thing is, these cameras, these professional big cameras, they can zoom in. I mean, we see them at football games, basketball games, they can zoom in. There is no need for these quality cameras to be within inches of people's faces. It makes no sense at all. It makes no sense that they have to be that close when they can zoom in that far. Here I'm on a cell phone, and I can still zoom in and still get pretty decent footage. And these guys have like $10,000 cameras and have to be within 6 inches of people's faces. It don't make sense at all. And even with myself, I can still get decent interviews, still talk to people, and do what I need to do. So anyway, I'm gonna flip the camera around, get back to it. Innocent. I like my 2A.
I'm reminded of the Rodney King trial, the Rodney King riots in LA when they attacked Koreatown and the residents of business owners came out and used handguns against the rioters and protected their businesses. Kyle and the people he was with was doing that by proxy. It wasn't his business, but it was his hometown, and he was protecting his hometown from an aberration.
He had a legal right.
Yes, and I think that there are moments in American history when we get down to real brutal practicalities. I think this was one of them.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just am over the moon for the jury. 2 people died, and that's sad. Yeah. But, you know, they knew what they were getting into. That was it. from the footage that I've seen, I wasn't there, but the footage I've seen, that was a horrible, hectic night. Horrible, hectic night. Craziness. Kyle was maybe out of his depth. He was 17 years old. He wasn't an Iraqi veteran. But
he's making adult decisions. It's
but the jury obviously weighed it all, and there you go. So I think it's a good thing that he was found not guilty. I think it's sad that 2 people died.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What are your names?
I'm Scott Gracer, Senior.
Let's go up here. Let's go up here. I thought I saw Bryson in the chat. Shout out to BG. Bryson Gray, if he's up in here. I thought I saw him roll through for a second.
Well, I'm in the rural area, but near not in.
And you guys are welcome for me being out here. Thank you guys for the support, the compliments. It's definitely encouraging. So I appreciate you guys who are tuning in, who's watching. Thank you guys for the super chats that are coming through. AD, LG, and I hope I haven't missed no one. Trish. I saw Trish do one. Yep, Trish. Thank you very much. Hayes, thanks for being out there, BCB. Thank you guys. There's some Antifa right here.
On what you want to do with your life, whether it be where you live, whether it be who you associate with, whether it be who you practice your religion, that is your right and your freedom. And that's the end right to not be accosted and not have to have the right to defend yourself. That's what America stands for. That's what America was founded on.
I'll still let your voice be heard because that's what freedom is about. That's what America is about. America is about you getting to have your choice on what you want to do with your life, whether it be where you live, whether it be who you associate with, whether it be who you practice your religion. That is your right and your freedom. And that's what, and the right to not be accosted and not have to have a right to defend yourself. That's what America stands for. That's what America was founded on. So if you don't like that, I hate to break it to you, but maybe you need to go to another country. Because that's what this country was founded on, that's what this country is about, and that's what this country will always be about. And us as American citizens, I came out here today real simple, because just like this man, I'm sick and tired of watching our city burn. I'm sick and tired of standing on the sidelines and doing nothing about it. You come to my town, I'm going to get the town to come out and meet you. So I don't care what kind of mob you want to come to peaceful protest and try to cause $1 billion worth of damages, we're going to meet you before you ever come into the town. You also notice the only towns that got burned were Democratic towns. Why? Because your officials let your town burn. So if you really want to be mad at the riots last year, be mad at the government officials in this building, be mad at the government officials in Washington that allowed it to happen in every other city. Quit blaming the police, which the mayors and the officials told them to stand down. The National Guard was not brought in here because our asshole governor said stand down. I bet you that governor wouldn't say stand down if they were on his doorsteps now, would they? But since it's not bothering him, it's for the people, not for us. One law for the governors and one law for the people. And we're not a two-party system here. But we shouldn't be. And I'm sick and tired of the Democrats and Republicans and the media in this country pitting us against each other. Because this is not about Democrat or Republican. This is about America and America. And the reason we can't unite is because we have one faction in this country who thinks everything is racist and won't come down and sit at the table and have a conversation. If anybody's watched the media coverage in the last 3 days or been here, this side has had conversations. That side does not want to have a conversation. I've got this mic for the last 2 days and had conversations.
Don't worry.
I let anybody get on this mic as long as they actually sit there and say something that is derogatory or incite violence. I'm not going to do that. Look, I don't agree with everything, but you have the right to your opinion. Just like I don't agree with abortion, but you have the right.
take matters in own hands because the law says so that I have. I disagree with you. That's the right. Hey, here's what's simple. Next time Antifa or BLM says they're coming to your town, organize your town to come and stand up. Stop them from coming in. If you don't let them come in, they can't make a fuss to begin with. Look at the smaller towns in this country that have BLM show up. What happened? They didn't make a fuss because this town didn't work out. You guys won't cover on the news that last year BLM showed up. All the town presidents came out with guns and BLM left. And there was no violence.
They've always stood on the back.
It says the message that we have the right to protect ourselves, that we don't need to let mob rule in this country. Give us the verdict, the edict, and let's do anything. Because mob rule is nothing but anarchy. We have no law in this country for a reason. Conversation because the emotions get the best of them, then maybe they should be out of the conversation altogether. I live 30 miles east of here, west of here, sorry. I consider myself a local. If I can get here in under an hour, that's local. There's Matthew McGinnis. I live in Delaware. McGinnis. So I actually have FAS, which is foreign access.
I came all the way from West Dallas just to have this.
Oh, thank you.
I told everyone on the stream that I came here. I want to meet you and your wife.
I don't have a problem, but I think
I'm disabled. I'm going to
the
have
police
a
have been
hell of a time going back home.
underappreciated in this country for
My
the last
mom's
2
like,
years.
oh my God, call me when you get there. Don't.
Disgrace
I don't got no money to get out of jail.
because these are the people that
That's
are
the one that was
protecting
homeless
us.
for 4 months. I'm going to be living upstairs for my stepdad. He finally kicked the people. They were doing heroin.
Look, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
And not everybody
That's
from
why I
Milwaukee is
believe
like that.
in our justice department.
Like what?
Oh, they are here.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm mixed.
Okay,
I got
so let's talk about
I
that.
got terrible
If you say a
time.
life is a life,
Blackbirds.
what about a guy who was recently convicted of raping 14 women and got probation?
I dated a lot of black guys.
If a life is a life, let's call it all. You can call someone else out.
Yeah, all that.
But then I also got some of the guys.
Because
that
that's what it's about.
You're mixed, so they figured, because I was born.
You raped 14 women and found guilty. You should be in jail.
So they were like, hoping it could get you out of the hole and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm too white.
Right. It's all good. So how far are you from here?
Well, I had a lot of
46 minutes.
6 minutes. You got down here. Thank you so much.
Do you know where Will is?
Will, I can find him for you. Let's go search for Will right quick. I love meeting you guys. So when I go to different cities and people will come out their way.
49 years old and my mom's like, call me when you get there.
Let me find him. Last I saw him,
I
he
tried
was.
to look for the hat.
Yeah.
I know he was up here.
Last I saw him, he was down here. So let's. Yeah.
You don't want to get in between because I got
I was scared to cut. I was like, I don't know if I should.
I understand. I understand. There he is. Yeah, he is. He's a loner. Someone wanted to come see you and meet you. They came up here just to meet us. So
46 minutes.
46 minutes? Wow. Your first name?
Well, it's Crystalina. My mom made it up.
Okay, nice to meet you.
I told him I'm going to have helicopter.
Really?
I was diagnosed with five, I can't say it right, fibromyalgia. 535.
Well, you came out here, though.
Yeah, I'm 40.
Super.
I told him I'm 49 years old. My mom gave me call as soon as I got here.
Oh, wow.
She said, I don't got no money to get that again.
you park close?
No.
No. Okay.
I had to park ways.
Wow. There's a couple of them that are showing up.
Right over here, you got a knife.
He's got what?
There's a knife in his hand.
Does he?
Yeah, he has a tripod.
I watch you too. I watch you too.
And he has a knife in the other. Did you get it going?
it's on now, but pretty much it's like super light, so I'm just recording my camera.
Those backpacks are using up the network.
Yeah, exactly.
And my phone doesn't even work. That's why I called my mom when I walked over there.
You're connected though, huh?
You get a picture?
Huh?
You get a picture of him?
No. He kind of this way. Eyeball it. And he has a
Probably
tripod
knows
in his
me.
hand. And he's like not using it, doesn't look like he has it for a camera or anything. And then I looked in his left hand, and it looked like he got a switchblade.
Oh, my mom says you need to find, you and your wife need to find you a man.
Okay. All right.
Of Kenosha, we're training to be ready for
I
training.
think that's Jacob Blake's family. Some of Jacob Blake's family. I believe that's who that guy is.
Hey, Phil.
So what was he wearing? Something no.
Got the cap on. He's all blacked out.
He wasn't wearing that Parker jacket, was he? He wasn't wearing like that. Okay.
You know what? He had on the back of the jacket, it had a picture of somebody.
Picture of someone? Okay.
Yeah, there was two pictures in the square. Pictures side by side.
Okay.
And like I said,
It looked like.
tripod, he's eyeballing me. And then next thing I know, I looked at his left hand and he had this switchblade. It looked like a switchblade or a knife.
Did you walk all the way around the building?
When?
You went that way following them.
The big crowd of media?
Yeah.
No, I didn't walk all the way around. I came back and went up to the steps.
You're like a ninja, dude. I went that way and I'm like, where did he go now? Where at?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. How long ago was it?
What?
When you saw?
He just right before the crowd came.
Right after I walked away.
No, just now. Just now.
So did they say anything?
The verdict? Not guilty.
Not guilty. Yeah.
I don't know what side you're on, but I'm on Kyle's side because I'm the second of
She said she's on Kyle's side.
Yeah.
Good girl.
She's on the side of her being able to protect herself.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to.
So there's three choppers up in the air. There's one there.
That's what this trial is about, politics. They were the
And
strippers
two
for
up
a
over
second.
here.
Yeah.
Choppers, helicopters.
And a drone right there.
What's that?
There's a drone right here.
Yep, there is.
I don't know. That's on permission.
Will is behind me.
Oh, in the middle?
Saw him yesterday.
In there because that's what I was doing. Here from this side and
Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Obviously, the world knows. If the world don't know, Wisconsin knows, and it's spreading that Kyle was found innocent. Thank you, jury, for doing your job properly. Thank you for not caving in and folding, even under pressure, under the things that were taking place outside. And believe this or not, you guys, the judge himself was elected Democratic judge. I don't know if you guys knew that. He's elected Democratic judge, and he still held what was right. So I thought that was cool. Good on him, because he had some stuff against him. Obviously, the prosecution, the DA sucked. We know that. The prosecution sucked, so they didn't do a good job. But the judge did a great job. And I think that the prosecution, in my personal opinion, the DA, they gave more evidence for Kyle. Like I was telling some of the people here yesterday, who didn't go testify, who were not either they were not called or they did not go testify. I'm like, well, why didn't you go testify if you're not liking what you're hearing? And they're saying that they weren't called upon. There was some footage released, but the footage didn't make it to the jury. So I don't know, but prosecution didn't do a good job. So. He's over here. Got a good interview with him yesterday. A little bit. You guys don't remember him? Him and his wife are the ones who had the guns out when they came walking through the neighborhood. And if things go, if they go any south tonight, I'll get out here. I'll listen, you guys. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If things go south tonight, I will risk my life for you guys. All right? I'll get out here. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah. No, go ahead, though. jungle up there. Okay, we don't Mikowski's over here. I want to ask him what he thinks about the verdict. He was out here yesterday. Yeah, I think Antifa is slowly starting to trickle in. More and more. So we'll see.
Well, stunned, I think, on both sides of this extraordinary case. Carl Rittenhouse was visibly upset as the verdicts were read out. Upset because he was, I think, in disbelief that he has been acquitted on all charges. And the families of the three people, the three white men who were shot at that night in August last year, two of them died, one of them was injured. Those families, too, very, very...
My batteries are charged. I'm good.
This has been an extraordinary legal case. It has gripped America in the last 2 weeks. It is a case and a story which has caused such huge debates over the course of the last year and a bit since those riots in this city in August last year. Riots that were caused initially by the shooting by police of a black man, Jacob Blake. He was shot and injured.
You guys are welcome. I'm going to try to get a little interview with Matt Mikowski over here. You guys may remember him and his wife that they came outside Illinois homes and they protected their home. So the Antifa dude's starting stuff, yelling. You can hear him yelling from here. They're mental. And again, it's people's emotions.
And just so you know, the only fascists here are Antifa. Black Lives Matter and Antifa are the fascists. Don't listen to what they say, look at what they do. Because actions speak louder than words. And their actions are fascist. Their actions, when they walk out with a communist flag. This is not a communist country. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're a communist, you can burn in hell. I'm for freedom. I'm not for communism. You want free? You want communism? Go to Venezuela. Go to Cuba. You're going to get break. Go there. I'm going to pay you to go there. I'm going to the let me come back. If you don't like this country, why are you still here? I mean, it's not rocket science. If you don't like something, leave. Just like if you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't like them, you break up and you leave. It's common sense. Just like all the Democrats 4 or 5 years ago and said, oh, if Trump gets in office, we're leaving. Not one of them left. And just like Biden, who got in office and said, we won't do any mask mandates, we won't do any mandates for a vaccine. What does he do? He gets in the office and he lies. And he tells you, okay, just like everything. You gotta look at this. Biden just gave how much money to the Taliban and gave them weapons? So you gotta look at this one. If he's gonna arm terrorists in another country, you don't think he wouldn't arm terrorists here? What do you think BLM and Antifa are? They're homegrown terrorists, just like the KKK. That's right, I'll call them out too. The KKK, BLM, and Antifa, they're all homegrown terrorist groups.
You say what you want, as long as you're not going to cause violence. You're going to try to insinuate violence.
Can everybody please think about what your morals and your principles are of your life. If this was your nephew that was killed, if this was your brother, your son, anybody that was killed, y'all, I'm not gonna say y'all, but people would be here more often. Y'all would feel more passionate about this. But they don't feel passionate about this because it's not them, it's not their family. But it's not fair. No, they're not my family, but I value a lot. I value a life. I value life. I value humanity.
So I.
Hey, let her go.
Let her speak for
you.
If she's going to talk, she's talking to my microphone. Thank you. If she's not going to talk to my microphone, I'm taking it away. That's fair. I love that you give her your microphone to talk. That's awesome. If she's not going to use it, she's not going to hold it.
She is. She's using it.
Just give her a chance.
She's using it.
It's amazing. That's very nice. Pick your mom. Pick your mom.
You know, one day I just hope that everybody, no matter what color, no matter what race, no matter what sexual orientation, I just hope that everybody can come together so something like this don't happen again, because this isn't right. I don't feel like the victims got justice today. I don't feel like that. It's not right for people to even witness people getting killed because they're fighting for something that they can fight for. We have a right to fight for our beliefs. We have a right to speak up for ourselves. Exactly. Nobody deserves to be murdered for their opinion. Kyle was not injured. He didn't go to the hospital. He didn't. He wasn't. That man was not injured. He was not injured. He wasn't even supposed to be here. That's just what it is. And when you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, things happen. But you're not supposed to get off like that. There's a consequence behind everything, and he got no consequence. And he got his $2 million in bond money back. The same money that they raised, all these people raised, y'all don't even raise that much for cancer research. Are you fucking for real? Like, seriously, come on now.
Speak on
like, we still don't even gotta, man.
Speak on it.
So it's very interesting. I agree with a lot of what she said, to be honest with you. I agree with the fact that we have the right to should be able to have our freedom and be safe. What we're on a difference here, and this is what the media is not covering. Here's the difference between me and her. She believes, based on the media lies, that Kyle doesn't have the right to defend himself.
Dude, don't give
Please
him no
move.
attention. Don't give him no attention, bro.
Please move.
You did not have to touch it.
Then don't touch my stuff. You did. You almost sat on it.
So, see, this is the difference. I want to have a dialogue, and they just want to cancel me out. I even said I agreed with lots of what she was doing. The problem is they don't want to admit that somebody was being accosted. So what she's trying to say is next time somebody walks up on her, they can beat her ass. As long as they don't kill her and put her in the hospital, they were the victims and not her. That's what she's telling you. She's telling you that as long as she doesn't get hurt, she can get accosted and beat up, and it's not a crime for those people to beat her up because they were the victims for beating her up. That's what she's saying, because that's what the court proceedings prove. The court proceedings prove that Kyle was defending himself. So if you don't believe that Kyle was defending himself, you don't believe what this court said, then you don't believe anything. And then you don't believe in the rule of law in this country. And if you don't believe in the rule of law in this country, then you shouldn't be here. That's what it was about. It's about they don't believe Kyle was pushed down. They don't believe he was accosted. So next time you get the shit kicked out of you and not put in the hospital, understand you're not the victim. The people that beat you up are the victim, according to all these people that says Kyle was guilty.
Antifa is awesome, BLM is awesome, but there are agitators on both sides, and anybody who's an agitator should go the fuck home and let everyone else exercise their First Amendment. I'm sick of seeing violence at events that should not be violent, and it is on the right wing and it is on the left wing. The FBI is a part of this plot. Fuck the FBI.
then why are you buying into the leftist reason? The whole reason you're here is you're buying the narrative of the media and the left. That's why you're here. You do. But if you're going to tell me it's not a left and right issue while you're standing on the left, you're a hypocrite. I've said from day one when I showed up here, I do not support Trump. I do not support Biden. I do not support... No, this whole case has to do with the Biden and Trump. Because if Biden wouldn't have politicized this case, nobody'd be here. Biden made a campaign ad that called Kyle Rittenhouse a murderer before he was found guilty by a court of law. It's innocent until proven guilty in this country. It's innocent until proven guilty in this country. A concept that none of you seem to understand. Not matter what you charge him, it matters what you found guilty of.
Biden owes Kyle an apology.
So you're telling me 2 people died, and that's okay. Okay, then that's what you're pretty much telling everybody here. No. I'm saying if you get accosted...
If he wants people to talk, he has to let them talk.
Here's what they're saying. I understand your point, but here's what they're saying. They're saying that if somebody comes up to you, and as long as they don't put you in a hospital, they can beat you up, but as long as they don't put you in a hospital, they're the victims for beating you up. You're not the victim. That's what all these people down here are saying.
Have you ever taken a gun class? Yes. Okay, so in a gun class...
How old are you?
I'm 22. In a gun class...
Have you ever taken a gun class?
Yes, I have. In a gun class, they tell you that you cannot kill somebody. Basically, you cannot shoot anybody unless you feel that danger. You really basically have to be on your...
The guy was trying to take away his gun. If I have a gun, Kyle had a gun, and they wanted it from him.
Nobody else had a gun.
Yeah, so he's... Doesn't matter. Here's the point. If I have a gun...
How are you in fear for your life and you have a gun? If I had a gun right now, first of all, I wouldn't be worried about you. I would not be worried about you at all. First, I would walk away from you. That's the right thing to do.
They walk away. They ran up on him.
He was trying to take. They were trying to take the gun from him.
Exactly. They were trying to take the gun from him.
They were trying to
After
take
he
the gun
shot
from him
somebody.
because it's a murder weapon. Guess what? It's a murder weapon. He killed somebody. They were trying to take the gun.
You need to talk in my phone. I'm taking it away.
You think they were trying to
kill Kyle?
Why do you think they were trying to kill him?
Because they wanted his gun. If I have a gun and you come up on me and you try to accost me, I'm going to use it. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Just like if I have a baseball bat and you're chasing me and I fear for my life, I'm going to take the baseball bat and I'm going to take you out because I fear for my life. So they randomly try to take the gun from me.
It's real simple. If you have a gun and you don't want to get shot by somebody with a gun, don't walk up to somebody and have malintentions when they have a weapon in their hand.
He's not talking about first things first.
The same thing is if you walked up to a police officer who was not marked as a police officer, but he had a gun, and you tried to start violence with him, he would use that gun. It's the same concept.
So that was a bad example.
I lost a good friend over gun violence, and now we're using your concept in this different case, it wouldn't work. I still don't think it would work.
It's Trayvon Martin guilty because that's the same thing. He was protecting his right. Get on the dad. What you hear about Cal, you hear about Cal. Right?
Look, I'm like, look, I'm here to make noise based on stuff I'm informed about. I don't know anything about that trial. I don't know any. He's aggressing me. Can you please back up and get out of my face, please? I've asked you to back up. See, this is the difference between the left and the right. They want to push us. I'm literally pushed up against the wall here, asking this man to back up. I'm asking this man to back up, and he still hasn't backed up. Maybe if you didn't get in my face, I wouldn't judge you. And I haven't judged you. You're judging me by standing here. It doesn't matter if you listen, like I've told you before and like I told everybody else here, I don't give a shit about your fear.
Don't touch my stuff!
Get him off the car! Get him off the car!
Man to man, have a conversation.
I don't care. You don't touch my stuff. This is what's wrong with America. They think that they can touch other people's property. You guys, you just touch my stuff. You guys just touch my stuff.
Who is you guys? My name is Clyde McLemore. Who is you guys? Huh?
See, now he's blocking.
Don't touch my stuff. You don't care. You touch my property. Don't touch no woman. Don't touch no woman.
You keep touching my property. I've asked you many times, don't touch my property. If she didn't touch my property, I would have no reason to touch her. Everybody saw it. Again, you're on my property. I've asked you to back up. It's all I've ever asked.
This is the county.
No, this is my property right here that you're touching.
This is a city, a county. This is all of our property.
And the mic is my property, so if you touch it, you're touching my property. How can I when you've accosted me into a corner? I've asked you to back up several times and you haven't yet.
But you don't run that.
I asked you to back up in your row. So this man is a walking contradiction. He said I could leave, but he won't let me leave. So you can see he's nothing but a liar and an instigator.
Let me tell you something.
I've asked to leave several times. You have never, you blocked me in here. You walked up and you pushed me into a wall. That's what's going on
You
here.
ain't been up against no wall, because if I push you up against that wall, you will know about it. You know, and I ain't going up in there.
You don't need to go up in there. You came up in here and you accosted me. And you're on camera.
Who, me? Yeah. No, I got 45.
Yeah, that's too many.
You know, but does that make me less than a man? Does that make me
No,
less
it
than a
doesn't.
man? Does that make me less
That makes you a criminal.
Don't incite violence. Your rap sheet is long. Chill out.
So what's a criminal then? If you're accused of, if you've been found guilty of 45 times, you're not a criminal?
So you have 45 felonies?
45.
You're not concerned about that? You need to start following the law.
I've been out 20-something years, and I ain't broke no goddamn
45 felonies is too many to be inciting violence.
What you mean?
You should go home, man.
How the fuck you need to go home?
No, and if you want to make those accusations, please do it on camera, because I'd love to see the shit out of you.
You look like one.
This woman here just called me a sex offender. That's called lies.
You probably are.
No.
You probably are.
Go ahead and prove
Did you do, hey, since you're doing background checks.
Go ahead
hey,
and do a background
you
check.
did a
I've been
background
married for
check on
20
him?
plus years. I got a wife and 3 kids.
Do a background check. I don't care.
Since you're doing background checks, did you do one on him?
Go ahead and run one.
Did you do one on him? On him? Child enough.
No, I'm a pothead, so go fuck yourself. Allegation but no proof. Anything. What's going on? I know. What's going on?
I want to zoom in.
Stay from up here.
I want to get cursed. I might get cursed.
He's out on bond right now.
It's okay. People are sick.
She having a seizure.
She's having a seizure.
Medic! Medic!
All you can do is put something under her head.
Medic! Medic!
Medic!
Clear him a path. Please don't care, bro.
Somebody tell the police inside there's a medic out here standing around the building. Quiet, is she up a little bit? Is she up a little bit? Just keep her head up.
Alright, we're gonna need a pad for the rescue squad. We need a pad for the ambulance.
Back up, everybody!
Ready, go to white, go to white.
Back up!
Everybody back up, we need a pad.
Back up! Back up! Where's the hose?
On her side, guys. On her side, hold her
Cut! The camera, ball!
What? That's what I'm saying.
I got mine.
I didn't get a rescue. Take your breath,
Guys, you're on the side.
Hey, can we lift her up and get her in the car?
Support her hand. Support her hand there.
Out of the way. Let me get room. We got an ambulance coming. Clear spot. Get the fucking ambulance! You an EMT, go in that thing. He is an EMT. He an EMT, he just said it. He works for sure. He an EMT. He's an EMT. He's on the same side. Why are you securing this? Selectively choosing who goes in. He needs help, bro. Let him go. He just said he's an EMT.
It was an EMT. I know the police don't know how to do shit. Let the EMT through.
Let the EMT through.
Let the EMT through. What the fuck? You're gonna watch this EMT?
He's an EMT.
Let the EMT through.
What can y'all do? Not shoot.
You guys don't know what to do. So let the EMT through. I'm calling the control now.
But he has more qualities than the people helping him out.
Where are the medics?
He's an EMT. He the only
The woman is having a medical emergency. The medics should be here by now. This is cool.
Brennan, do you have water?
Here.
He know more than me. He know more than you. Let the motherfucker. What is the procedure? I know, but still just let the motherfucker through, though.
Ma'am, here, let the EMT through. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Let that EMT through. Let that EMT through. What the fuck? You're gonna let her die?
Back up. She's also an EMT. You're making this worse. She has to go through this.
So that is an EMT like we should let her through.
So is she.
No, it's my mom. So 2 paramedics should be good. I know my stuff. Please, let me through so we can save this woman's life. This woman is dying here. Who are these medics?
Hey, get another layer under her legs. Oh, but the EMT don't know. He can't do shit.
Right now is also hypothermia.
No, you can't. Look at him.
Bro, I'm just giving her warning. You are here to protect us. You are risking her life.
You know what? Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
We're good.
Scooter.
Guys, the medics are here! They're just down the street! Guys, the medics are there!
my members of the media, I could no longer see her. And I walked over in this direction trying to get another interview, and that's when I heard commotion over in this area, and it was time that she left her lap. She is
Let the paramedics get out of the way, then we'll go across the street, all right? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Whether you call police or not, just
roll her up that way.
yeah, the moment you say how little they care about humanity. They didn't call an ambulance. They didn't do anything. It was the people. It's always the people. You one of us. You one of us. You're not one of them. They not, if you had to see they wouldn't help you either. They wouldn't help you either.
Y'all are disgusting. Disgusting! 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 No, I say so moral. Disgusting!
It's about a black woman that just had a seizure.
Alright, thank you. I was afraid that she was going to end him.
Slaves out here, y'all. Let's do it, man. Out here right now.
I know, but I told him not to take lives, and now it's a lie.
Hey, why do you think everybody left us? I ain't no fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Donald Trump. And fuck Kyle Rittenhouse. No, fuck Joe Biden. I ain't on the right. I ain't doing no coding. I don't need to do no coding. That's that little right-wing code shit. Fuck Joe Biden. Yeah, this is what they look. They come up for this shit. That ain't the left. I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden, bro. Joe Biden. You just said that ain't the left. That ain't the left. Joe Biden ain't the left. Joe Biden ain't the left. Joe Biden's on the right. That's not true. This shit was, that was 107 years ago. Completely different lives. I said it's not what I like, it's what they need to do is to do it. It don't matter what I like. This is an objective duty, not a subjective idea. Nigga, read. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Why are you asking me what police supposed to do? I'm not the chief. You know what they're supposed to do. No, it's not about, there's no subjectivity. There's an objective duty, motherfucker. It don't matter what I like. I don't like the motherfucker. They not doing anything right either. And they did actually for a minute when they pushed that person. So do I. They don't protect you. I'll respond to you. You want to do the rhetoric? Let's go ahead. Neighborhoods with more police have less resources, less opportunities, and less jobs. What's the nicest neighborhood in Milwaukee? There's no police. Police do not protect the neighborhoods more. Wait. I see you want to see. Neighborhoods with more police. Neighborhoods with more police. Neighborhoods with more police.
Out here at this courthouse, no black man killed nobody. A white boy did. So who's more prone to violence? Who is on video?
The white guy
no
killed a white
black
guy.
man killed nobody out here.
You killed
no
white.
black man killed nobody out here them nights. Hold on, no, you hold on.
Who killed a
you
black
hold
man out
on.
here? Who
You
killed a
hold
black
on.
man out here?
Okay, jump kick man. What
Who
color
tried
is
to?
he?
Huh?
What color is jump kick man? What color is jump kick man?
Jump kick man?
Yeah.
White boy.
Oh, you been following the case?
He's a white boy, right? I don't know the catchphrase.
I'm saying he shot at multiple people, not just the people that got shot. Okay?
How many black people did he kill?
None. It don't matter. Let me tell you what this means for black people and why this is a problem for black people. Because in the state of Wisconsin, don't go over there now. In the state of Wisconsin, they're trying to make protest laws to where we can't even protest or it's called a riot. So these motherfuckers think they can call anything a riot and come down here and say they claim that they are protecting shit, and then they can shoot us.
Right. They broke my leg. They broke my leg. They will shoot you.
The same thing for Trayvon Martin. The same thing for a building is an inanimate object. It does not have a soul. It does not have a life. Fuck that building. People were fucking killed. People were fucking killed. Do you call yourself a Christian? I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah. Okay, so. And you think you think Jesus would protect a fucking building before a fucking life?
Hell no. Why are we talking about a building?
No, because of your belief, you believe in God and the Bible, right? So why do you put more stock into a fucking building than people that actually got killed? I'm telling you, this is what this motherfucker did. Him and all these people that now think, and before I left, they said it. They want to come down. Anytime they think it's a riot, they want to be able to come down and police people, even though they have fucking police. They want to come down and do it and be able to fucking shoot people. That's what the fuck they came down here for.
Who's they though?
The militia and all these motherfuckers that be with him.
What militia come down here just purposely?
The fucking militia he was here with.
So they was
the Proud Boys are organizing here in Wisconsin. We've read about multiple times.
They were randomly shooting people. What you saying?
I'm saying that's what the fuck they came. Listen, they came down here and saw it wasn't gonna be sweet for him. He was the only goofball that wanted to not follow the rules. They told him, don't take your ass out there fucking with them people. Don't take your ass out there by yourself. What did he do? What did he do? What did he do?
Did he go out and start randomly shooting people?
He went out fucking with people. You see him raising the gun at people. You see people saying he raised his fucking gun at me.
They never showed that in the court.
Okay, let me explain something to you, right? You're talking about black people committing all these crimes and more prone to violence. More prone to violence, right?
But wait,
more prone to violence, right?
Hold on, before you switch the channel. Before you switch the channel, let's get back to the rioting. When you have buildings, hold on, when you have buildings on fire.
Listen, there's a video. There's a video. Hold on. There's a video. No,
thank you. That's what we're talking about. He's saying that.
Fuck rioting. Y'all like to, hold on. Y'all like to quote Martin Luther King, right? Martin Luther King said, hold on. Martin Luther King said a riot is the language of the unheard. Riot is the language of the unheard. And as long as motherfuckers remain unheard, that will be fucking riots. So here, motherfuckers. All right.
We never seen Martin Luther King do that.
No. I want to finish schooling him real quick. Since this black man in America need lessons on being black. This shit is ridiculous. Y'all come down here with them and find out y'all ain't they fucking friends.
Yeah, but it's a life that was taken first. It was life.
What black guy? That guy that got
Right,
shot?
they was out here over black people.
Jacob didn't get killed. He's still alive.
It was life that was.
It don't matter if he got killed or not. He got shot in the backside.
I've been shot at too. I'm from Chicago.
That don't mean nothing.
Hey, but my friend been killed by the police. If he would obey my law, he's okay, like me, take me in and I'm gonna arrest y'all. You know what I'm saying? He didn't obey the law. If I run from the police,
so he deserves to get shot 7 times? A motherfucker got stopped out here for having a gun within 1,000 miles of the school, and them motherfuckers got to walk around all night armed. In front of the school, around the school, on the grounds, around the grounds. The law is not equally applied, depending on what the fuck you look like and what you believe in.
And then
fuck that. That's the whole point of us being out here.
We are scared of the police. We're not going to stop. We're going to run. That's the first action.
Y'all motherfuckers need an education. Y'all need an education before y'all bring y'all ass out here. That's why y'all don't get it. That's why y'all don't get it. That's why motherfuckers don't stay mad. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Hey, and for all y'all up there, if you think you're gonna come down here and be a cow, you got another fucking thing coming. You got another motherfucking thing coming. Don't come down here thinking sending you to fucking police because you will get fucked up. You won't live next time. You won't fucking live. Fuck this court. Fuck this court. They did not do their fucking job. This was unequal. This was unequal system. An unequal system that allowed him to walk the fuck away when he's guilty as fuck. So fuck this court. Fuck the proceeding. If any of y'all think y'all finna go anywhere in this country and be around black people, go where the fuck black people are, or supporters of black people, and think you're the fucking police, you're gonna get fucked up. Like Kyle should have.
Kyle didn't shoot black
people.
people.
Like he should have. He should be a fucking victim.
But Kyle didn't shoot a black person.
It don't fucking matter. I'm telling them, that's what you think they came down here for? This is war. What do you think they came down here for?
You say he came down here to shoot
I thought they came down
He
for
came down here to shoot some motherfucking body.
But you saying he came to shoot black people? That's what you're saying.
Listen, let me explain something to you.
Explain it.
Ahmaud Arbery is what color?
Why aren't we there? Why aren't we out there?
Is what color?
Why are we not at the Ahmaud?
So, in the civil rights movement, didn't not white people get killed as well? Okay then. Okay then. It don't matter that he was white. They was out here on behalf of black people.
But you saying he personally came to shoot black people?
The motherfucker watched riots and said, if I have my gun, I'll shoot them. Yes, he came down here to kill motherfuckers.
So now it was riots?
Yes.
Who was doing the riots?
Whoever the fuck was doing it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about buildings.
Color don't matter then.
I don't give a fuck about
buildings.
Color don't matter
then,
as long as the people.
When it's a state-sanctioned murder, you
Color
get to riot.
when it
Shut
comes
the
to the
fuck
riot,
up,
right?
bro.
Listen,
you get to riot when it's a state-sanctioned murder.
What was the American Revolution? Hold on, name, for all the patriots, name one time in history that y'all revolted, y'all called it revolt. Y'all always got a different word for the same shit. When did y'all not riot for change? You motherfuckers rioted to start this fucking country. What are you talking about?
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
The Capitol.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
Who said that?
Fuck y'all.
Motherfuckers stormed the Capitol. That was a bunch of Antifa racist ass motherfuckers. Antifa's a bunch of radical racist.
Quit saying that Antifa shit. You don't even know who the fuck is Antifa. Who ain't?
You don't even know what
I'm saying y'all call every white person. Listen. Hold on. This is the crazy part. Anybody black that's in the streets is BLM. Anybody white that's Antifa. What kind of bullshit is that?
Everything
Why would those white boys be anti-fascists anyway?
It's not a group. We don't fuck with them. It's not a group. They don't help nobody. Antifa's the organization.
They don't help people.
How do they not help nobody?
They're against black people. Antifa's against black people.
Y'all worried about the same shit.
They are.
Y'all worried about the wrong
Antifa's
shit.
against black people.
Nobody out here sounds
I see how white Antifa talk to black people. Yeah, I have. Like you're doing right now.
These are fucking citizens.
You guys are really talking black people bad. You do.
That's what the fuck this is.
Most Antifa.
And fuck these buildings.
I said most.
Fuck these
Antifa talk
buildings.
to black
Because
people.
like
You're getting ready to do it right now. You're getting ready to do it.
They don't give a fuck about buildings.
There we go. That's how you guys talk to black people.
That's how you talk to black people.
You're doing it right now. I'm saying right now you're saying
You gonna lead them and tell them what you're about.
I'm not friends with them. Y'all tell me
I'm cool with that shit.
Like the owner of that motherfucker committed suicide. He was a black man committed suicide, so how did that benefit anybody? You know what I'm saying? The owner of that shop was a black man, so he committed suicide. Yeah, and just to be clear, what you were saying earlier, Antifa is an organization.
They're terrorists.
A lot of people say that they don't.
So is these militia ass groups.
They actually have a soccer Chicago, we're gonna fuck you up. First Chicago, Homer Park, Inglewood, we're gonna fuck you up.
Y'all worried about Antifa?
Fuck Antifa.
Come on, man.
Antifa.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
I am Antifa, bitch.
You are. They are. See, there it comes.
Fuck Antifa, bro.
There it went. Told y'all. Told you they're racist. Told you they're racist. And there it went. Told you.
We need to back the fuck up is what they need to do.
That's what they're Antifa. And that's who a lot of the BLM, they get behind them. They get behind. I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do. I'm just
I
saying.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. This was a sanctioned murder. Sanctioned by the courts.
Antifa terrorist. Catch me outside,
He
bro.
said there's no answer.
You are outside, bitch.
You ain't one black community.
act like you call me a racist. You act like you do. You know both black people. You do employ black people. I own a house. You gotta go up there. Stand up there, my guy. You're in the wrong spot. Go over there.
He is a sanctioned murderer. That's what he is. You talking about
I fucking took a bullet for this shit. Shut the fuck up. I took a bullet for Jacob Blake the night after he got shot. I was out here protesting and took a bullet for him. So shut the fuck up. I'm a what? I'm a communist. You're right, I am.
That's why where's the almost black dude? Where's the almost black dude he came with? Who was doing the interview before? Yeah, I see they on the same team now. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to take their ass up there. That's a good description. Almost
I'm telling
black.
y'all, listen, y'all better wake the fuck up. Y'all think y'all had a win today, but it ain't gonna be how y'all think it is. And we ain't gotta burn shit up. We ain't gotta tear shit down.
Right.
But I'm telling y'all. Think that y'all can come rule over black people, that y'all can come police black people, and you don't have a fucking badge on, you gonna fuck around and find out. We ain't taking that shit from no fucking body. We ain't taking that shit from no motherfucking body.
You can think that you want to be a mini police officer if you want to. Well, that's all I'm saying to you.
Otherwise, we'll arm all the 17-year-old black kids from Milwaukee and send them to your community and see what the fuck they can police. We'll see what the fuck they can police then, and if y'all support them in court, we'll see if how that goes. Fuck out of here.
They just sanctioned a murderer. They let a murderer go free.
They always support murderers. They always supporting racists.
Who wrote the law? The murderers and the racists. Who wrote the law?
This fucking
and
judge.
who does it govern? The laws wasn't written by us. It was written. If the laws was created by them, and guess who is gonna protect? Yes. So I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. None of that. I'm not surprised.
I'm just telling you, because they already been out here talking about now they can come out, they're gonna do this, they'll do that. No, the fuck you ain't.
You have to understand.
Anytime you come to Milwaukee, please come.
Please come on.
Please come. We will have a very fucking warm welcome wait for your ass. Fuck that.
Because we open carry in this time. This is an open carry state. We keep our weapons on us.
It ain't no BLM in Milwaukee. It's CPR and the motherfuckers who run it. So come find out. Ain't nobody paying us and ain't nobody telling us what the fuck to talk about.
We introducing you. Please come. We're inviting you. At the full
y'all need to rise up and get this shit together. Y'all need to come out y'all motherfucking house. Y'all can't let that shit happen no fucking way. This y'all shit. This is y'all shit.
Kenosha, rise up, y'all.
He the one that goddamn started it.
Your time has come.
Got off.
Yeah. Were you in Kenosha last year when the session was out?
No. I can understand people's emotions behind. I mean, you know, especially if family members and stuff like that
I was
involved.
a witness in this trial, so
Yeah.
you know,
I know.
There was a point for like 6 months where like it's hard to sleep because I always thought that I could conversate to prevent
So
things
we
from
talked about
happening.
last night. We were talking about all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
You know, I get it. You know, as far as emotions and being involved and all that.
A little bit of a weight taken off my shoulders too, because you know, at least now I don't feel. I know I'm not responsible. I still felt like there's something I could have
was he yelling at? Drew?
Yeah. You got your camera?
Yeah.
You can do it here?
Yeah. Nothing's working on it.
So what?
I gotta turn the other way. I'm no good at this.
There you go.
I don't want him in the van.
Hold on.
I know. I'm only 4'9". I'm a little shit.
Hopefully it works, I'm sure.
Okay, I'm gonna
Look at it. Make sure you got it. Make sure it's good. Good, Kristen. Yeah, good. Glad we got that.
Okay, give your your wife a hug.
I will do that. Thank you.
I want to go before the mess happens.
Yeah.
You be safe going back.
Okay, thank you. You have a good day, okay? Take care.
You too.
I will.
Where are you going? Are you still staying in the city tonight? Are you heading out? No, I don't think so. And you, my friend.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. My friend, my best friend Melissa, she watches, I have no idea, she watches your channel all the time.
Oh, really?
And she loves what you and Will Johnson.
Yeah, that's who.
Will Johnson do. She's like she's taking me. She's like, why aren't you taking these guys? And I'm like, I'm not friends with them on Facebook because you know.
Right, we just met it. Right.
Yeah, it was Antifa.
Going to get to go because they were going to have them deliberate on Saturday, and I want to see them beat Nebraska.
Do you have any sense that they agreed to those verdicts much earlier, but maybe just took some extra time to at least leave the impression they really thought through it? And it wasn't a quick, sudden decision.
I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe that. I mean, there was the questions, and I think I said this to some people yesterday when they asked to call off at 4 o'clock. You could see the tenseness in those people, the jurors. At least I could, or I sensed it, who were entering that room. And you know, if they wanted to quit early, because I think they were tense. And if there was some early verdict and they were playing all of us for fools, they're great actors and actresses. I don't think that was the case.
What do you think about the amount of time?
I believe so. I have clients from 30 years ago I still talk to. I get one of my oldest favorite clients. He moved out of Racine, moved to Minneapolis. He texted me congratulations. I talk to him once a month. I try to stay in touch with clients who want to stay in touch with me. I like to see him do well, and I hope that Kyle does.
Do you think that they'll keep a low profile?
I hope so.
What do you think the amount of time that the jury took to do this says about how they handled this?
They took it very seriously. As I said, it's the longest jury I've ever had out. Wow. Can I go home?
Go home. Anything else we haven't asked you?
Mark, do you think he'll ever talk?
Probably. I'm not in charge of his media. I don't have anything to do with that. Yep.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep.
There are 4 blood pressure drugs that are extremely dangerous, and many people who take them are shocked by how bad the side effects are for something that was supposed to be helping them. The problem is, too many doctors just follow what they were taught in medical school years ago, not realizing that there are new, much safer, and incredible effective options on the table. In this video presentation, you're going to discover the 4 blood pressure drugs that you might be taking or thinking about taking that might not be worth the risk. Keep watching and find out the truth about treating hypertension.
I'm a blood pressure doctor. I don't use drugs in my practice, and yet the success of my patients is greater than anyone taking a handful of pills. Getting good blood pressure numbers is not even difficult, but how it's done may pleasantly surprise you. Hi, I'm Dr. Marlene Merritt. I'd like to tell you how I discovered the biggest natural blood pressure solution in America today, because how I came to it is an important part of the story. You see, it started with my dad, who was my hero. When I was a teen, he told me I could be a doctor. I clearly remember where we were when he told me that, what the day was like, even the shoes I was wearing. But then he said, "You'll have to work really hard for it." No kidding. Frankly, I never would have made it through medical school without his encouraging phone calls. But my dad didn't live to see me graduate medical school. He died of a heart attack just 2 weeks before the big day, as he was backing the car out of the garage. He had been following his doctor's orders, taking several medications, eating a low-fat diet. He was even wearing a heart monitor. His cardiologist was shocked. My mother and I were crushed. My dad was an all-American guy. He ate bologna on white bread sandwiches. He smoked and drank beer. He didn't mind that he had a beer belly. In fact, he was proud of it. He loved sports, had the guys over for the big games, and took pride in the cheese nachos he made. But in his mid-40s, he had a mild heart attack. It was a shock, so he decided to make some important changes in his life. He stopped smoking cigarettes. He started eating a low-fat diet. He even railed against the evils of red meat because he was told it was bad for his heart. I remember questioning his cardiologist about all the medications he was taking. I thought the combination might be dangerous. The doctor smiled at me as if to say, "Cute," and then walked away. He was arrogant, and he was wrong. Today, we know so much more about what causes hypertension and heart disease. Let me tell you, red meat is not a contributing factor, but the modern low-fat diet is. What's more, drugs are not a solution. They're just a cover-up. That's because the purpose of these
Way to watch your back. Hi, Mark. Super calm so far. Really weird.
The fascists from the March of 2070, you remember that with the tiki torches? The Jews will not replace us. That's on trial as well. Look at the United States of terror. This society is covered with terror.
not just at the protests. Look around this country. School board members are chased out of school boards and they say, these fascists say, we know where you live. Election officials are threatened. This is going on, and this is being unleashed. And people, this doesn't just stop here. It's time that everyone wake up. What kind of society do you want to live in? Where these fascist vigilantes are being given a green stamp and now a judicial stamp of approval. And this is part of something bigger. There's the stormtroopers on the street. We're seeing it. But it's also fascists grabbing power and state legislators suppressing the right to vote. In school boards, in the courts. We are facing a moment where we have to stand up. And it does take courage. That's part of what's being said. It's going to take courage like JoJo, like Anthony, to stand up for what's right. They stood up after Jacob Blake was shot in the back 7 times in front of his children. It was part of a beautiful rising last summer. That's what was going on. And by midsummer, these fascist thugs were going to the Black Lives Matter protest with trucks and guns and mace and knives trying to suppress it. That's what this is, the culmination of all of that. So look at about
What's up, man?
Chillin', man.
You a cool cat, man. You cool cat. You really out here just to... Yeah.
Kenosha, man.
You feel what?
This shit that with the trial, man, like everybody's surprised, but shit, we live in America. We see this shit happen every day, man. So it can't be too surprised.
Whether I'm a man or not, I definitely got skills.
We just trying to make sure. I know we got a lot of agitators on both sides.
Hey, don't touch her, bro.
You still, what do you mean now?
You've been fucking agitating the whole time.
That one dude, I do like him. He is, you know, he may not be on Kyle's side, but he is really about just wanting the peace to remain.
Leon, do you understand that you are saying he's not guilty based on a judge who is related to him and on a system that does not find guilty to be guilty? We, as a people, are saying he's guilty. It is our decision that he's guilty or not. It is not the judge's decision.
It's over.
It is not the system's
It's all
decision.
spilled milk. It's all
You're
crybabies.
spilled milk. You're spilled milk.
It's a bunch of crybabies. She's violent.
I'm violent? Or your mind is violent. You were raised violent. You were raised to be. What does Prophet Muhammad have to do with any of this? Nothing. He's not in. He's not in this country. He's not here. He's not here. He's sick in the head.
Hey, Tom, keep saying nigga now. Say it now like you did in that video yesterday. Yesterday he said nigger, nigger, nigger.
He did. Say it now.
Say it now, bro. We got the video. Hey, show me the video. Show me the video. Pull the video up. Say that shit publicly. Let me see the video.
What did Bill Cosby say? He said, quit yelling motherfucker, quit smacking your kids, and quit calling each other nigger. That's what Bill Cosby said.
Yo, say it in the context you've been saying it. There you go, look. Put a microphone on that.
Don't say this is not Bill Cosby.
You know better, bro. You know better, though. You know better. You know better. You know better.
Don't say that.
You know better.
She's violent.
I'm violent. Or you attack.
She's not violent when it's in response to a hate crime.
You don't know what a crime
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Now you said it publicly?
Tell Dave Chappelle to quit saying it.
What did Dave Chappelle say?
Quit saying it. Tell Mike Tyson.
Just say it. What did Dave Chappelle say? What did Dave Chappelle say? You should know better. You should know better. It's not your revolutionaries over there. Let's get better attention. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got CNN watching you. Say it to CNN. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right now is the time to say it. Right now. Just say it right now.
I already did.
Go ahead. Say it to everybody.
Okay, let's see. Let's have a picture together.
Go ahead. Say it right now. Now you want a photo.
Okay, now he says that words are crime, words are violent.
That's the only reason he's here.
I already said it. He said say it again. I said it again.
He's only here for a photo op. He's been here for 4 days, just here to be in front of the camera. That's it. He ain't even from here.
Tell him what he was saying multiple times, brother. So?
He's all local and he's all over the place saying language. He says it like it's okay.
Mike Tyson says it. Dave Chappelle says it. Chris Rock says it.
It's not illegal. So you think he should say it?
You racist piece of shit!
There's something socially you shouldn't say. Like if you're in a certain setting, if you're in a family setting, you shouldn't say.
Prophet Muhammad had sex with a 9-year-old. She told me to go live somewhere else. Fuck the FBI. Then you're going to have a 9-year-old. Now you say his wife. Your family. He had sex with her. Shut up, Mike.
Like, don't be disrespectful. No, you can. I'm saying you can. You just shouldn't, though. You shouldn't. You're saying you should.
Why are you giving me? Why are you giving me?
Saying that?
Why are you giving me the right to say it?
I'm not saying you can't say it. I'm not saying you can't say it. You can say it. You just shouldn't. Why? And you're pro him saying it. You're pro him.
Shut up!
You should say it.
I don't have to.
Your message is loud and clear.
It is.
You can
Your
yell
voice is
louder.
fucking irrelevant. Shut up!
Why is it bad coming from me? It's bad coming from him too. He's old enough to know that's fucked up.
Why is that bad coming from me?
Because you're old enough to know.
He wants to antagonize me in front of the camera. That's all he wants to do is antagonize me.
He wants attention. He wants attention. He wants attention. Black crime.
This is fucking irrelevant. Shut up. Lies. Lies. You're still in the same fucking boat, you dirty ass.
Hey, the thing about that
I'm not
is,
saying I would like.
What didn't make the news?
I can show him how it's done. Like,
2
that's
hours.
what I tell people. It's like it's not gay. I'm always on top, so that's not gay, right?
Pork chop, Mark. Chop, Mark. Smoking you. Both qualities weekend. So what people didn't see is 2 hours before that happened. She was watching with Dave.
For him, it's not fucked up, and for all of his friends, it's not fucked up. But for a majority of people, it's fucked up what he just said.
Right. So
You probably agree too. I mean, most.
So for some
90%
people,
will probably
some
say
people
it's
that
fucked
don't
up.
like it, right?
Yeah,
But
so
a lot
we're
of
saying fuck you.
So
That's why I was
listen.
saying fuck you to his face because it's fucked up.
Right. So
You know
some,
it's fucked up.
so some people who don't like it, right?
90% of people probably
also
don't like
use
what
it.
you said.
Also use the same word. They just kind of add an A at the end of it.
Okay.
Right?
I'm not.
Come on, yeah.
I'm not the one to
be
speak
honest,
about
though.
I'm not the one to speak about that.
I'm not
You
saying.
can ask someone else, but I'm not the one to speak about it.
See, I mean, you know good and well
But you know that
said it at some point.
you know people have said it who also don't like the word. They add the A to the end of it.
They own it. That's not me. You shouldn't ask me.
They
ask someone
own it.
else.
Who do you mean they own it? Who's
own
they?
it.
Ask someone else. I'm
What
not
do
the
you mean
one
they
you should
own
ask
it?
about that.
Who's they?
I'm not the one you should ask about it.
I don't like the word in general. I'm not going to say
I don't
it.
use the word.
I don't use it with an A or how he used it.
So don't ask me about it because I don't use it. Ask someone else about it.
If you want to call me black, I'm black. I'm not the other thing.
I'm not going to call anyone anything.
Right. Okay.
I'm
okay.
Well, I'm going to choose my speech the way I want to, but there's some things that are fucked up.
But how do we pick? How do we pick?
Like if someone is racist towards, I'm Muslim. Someone says something.
But Muslims are.
Someone says anti-Muslim to me. I'm not gonna.
But Muslim is a religion, though. Muslim is a religion.
But it's still some disrespect.
Because people disrespect Christianity and Catholics and Buddhas all the time.
That's fucked up. Don't disrespect anyone. You shouldn't. If you do, you do. But you shouldn't.
Well, you shouldn't, but
you shouldn't.
Right.
It's morals. It's ethics.
But see, that's the thing. It's kind of weird because in society, in America,
he said God didn't sign Muhammad. Yeah, he's saying anti-Muslim shit. I don't like that. But
right, and that's a religion.
Yeah. So
but a lot of people don't like Christianity. Even a lot of people out here don't like Christianity.
I'm not going to bash that.
You have never bashed it. When you talk about,
I might critique, but I'm not bashing it. I'm not saying that because that's disrespectful.
And I don't know what.
I'm not going to hurt someone's feelings, but that's just me.
Right. And see, so somebody's talking about Muhammad, like what I think your buddy just said that.
Right. Be intellectual about it. Have a discussion, but don't bash.
Because a lot of people, right. So a lot of people say F Jesus Christ. That's
that.
All right. See what? Right. And I'm not here to
say it, but it's fucked up to say it. Why would you say that when you know people who rock with Jesus and follow Jesus are going to be mad for you saying fuck Jesus?
And I can respect that viewpoint. If that's really you, I'm with you 100%. If that's you, I'm with you 100%. And I can agree with you. I agree with you. And that's the fine line with the freedom of speech stuff. It is. I'm not going to say because obviously
you can say whatever you want.
Right.
Good and bad. It comes with everything. That's what free speech is.
Right. And like you said, it's just for you, and some people are going to be pissed off about it. Some people aren't.
Some people won't. That's just what it is. Yeah. He should know better to not say it. You wouldn't agree? How would you say it right here? How would you say it in front of cameras? How would you say it in front of cameras?
So I agree. I agree. But my thing, I also like context.
What's the context?
Because he was referring to.
Saying that.
That's what he was. That's what he repeated.
He just said that so he could say it. He said that so he could say it.
I don't know that. I don't know if you know. Maybe he does. Maybe he did. I'm not saying he didn't. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he did say it so that he could say it. See, I'd have to go up to him and talk to him and ask him like straight up, one-on-one, away from everybody. Are you racist or not? I'd have to do that.
You don't think his behavior is kind of instigating? You don't think he has an instigating type behavior? That's what I'm getting.
And you know what? And he could. And a lot of people, they do instigate in order to get conversation. To get things like this sometimes.
That's probably not productive.
I'm not saying it is, but sometimes it is productive. Sometimes.
To instigate.
In order to get maybe a conversation with someone.
Maybe I don't like that tactic.
Right. And it is a tactic. It is a tactic. It is a tactic. Yeah. It is a tactic. Sometimes that happens.
It turns people off when you're instigating them. It shows that you don't respect me, so I'm not going to respect you. We're not going to get to any common ground. It's not going to go anywhere. Right. But to each his own, I guess.
I've seen it both ways. I've seen like what you're talking about, like it don't get no place. But I've also seen it that it can lead to, better conversations and things like that. He was here yesterday, and he did end up having conversations with people. So can it work? If he had conversations off to the side with people and it was productive, well, then it did work. But then other people, like yourself and some others, it don't work.
I get that.
That's what privilege we have, being killed.
I mean, like personally, there's some things I don't use the N-word at all. I don't use it. I have 8 children, black children. I never sit in front of them. I don't let them listen to music that has it in it. Because if it's bad one way, then it should be bad all the way across. And for me, and I make sure I don't hang around either other black folks who use it either. Because I'm not going to say, well, they're saying wrong just because that's their accent or how they talk. And if they end up saying, oh, that means you're racist, I'm not going to hang around none of them. Just nope, don't say it. That's where I'm at for me. But it's their own, I've heard other people, even white people, they hang around other black folks and then they drop it.
Yeah.
But they say it with the, a slang or whatever you want to call it. They're, how they talk from their region or whatever. They say it like that. I'm against it. And my dad was a freedom fighter. He was a black man, freedom fighter back in the 60s. He got pulled out in the restaurants by white people. He don't use it.
So what's your agenda now? Are you conservative? I don't want to presume.
I'm conservative. My dad is too. Black
So you're not for any change, or you want change? You just want a different solution. You disagree with the solutions being put forward.
Well, you know, it's interesting you bring that up, because here's the thing. I think different parts of the United States have different issues, and until we travel and see things, I don't think we understand the complex. Because what's happening here in Kenosha may not be a West Coast thing.
But it's an American issue. It's an issue with a system.
Is there things?
It's an issue for America. It should be everyone's issue. Even though if it didn't happen in your city, it didn't happen in your town, it's still an issue for America to deal with. This one country. We're not different states aren't different countries. It's one country. Everyone should be concerned about it, don't you think?
And I think people are, but I think the media makes it divided. Because put it this way, my guy, there's a lot of patriots who don't like the police.
That's the whole point. A lot of libertarians do not like police.
So
don't infringe on my rights. I have Fourth Amendment. I have don't infringe on it.
So obviously,
so then why are they not with it when you get killed by the state? That's the worst thing you can do. Being killed by the state.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think a lot of times
what they don't like how it's handled, how the left handles it, is what you're saying.
Not how because personally, I did at one point have a problem with the protests in the streets, people marching. I had
even the peaceful ones.
Hear me out. I had a problem with the peaceful protesting in the street at one point, right? Until I realized, I'm like, okay, so I have a problem. I completely hate Antifa. I'm not gonna. I straight hate Antifa because of the fact I feel. I do. Okay, I don't have a problem with the peaceful protesting because I actually am like, okay, if they're going to be peaceful, if they march and remain peaceful and can manage, agitators or whatever not coming in, do it. And I think Martin Luther King did that.
Yeah.
He marched.
There's a lot of people on the right that are anti that as well.
I know, and I've been encouraging them to do. I was like, if you haven't learned anything over the past year, it's a right to protest. I said, if you haven't learned anything over the past year with people who have took to the streets and actually marched and blocked streets, it's actually helped with their cause. I said
that's the right way to do it.
That is the right way. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's effective. It's very effective. I agree with that, and I've been telling conservatives, people who don't like what some of the patriots, they don't like some of the things that's infringing on their rights.
Yeah.
No different than same side of the. Yeah. Same coin, different sides.
Yeah.
About rights, about things like that. So I do believe that some of these folks, if you don't like the tyranny or whatever, the forcing of things, y'all need to get out on the street to make it legit instead of sitting on your couches. A lot of people just sit on their couch. Oh, I don't want to march in the street because I want to respect the law or do this and that. I'm like,
but then they're anti. But so here's the thing: right is anti-rioting. But then January 6th. Because the ignorant craziest riot ever in the state capitol. So how can you be one anti-riot? You're not anti-riot. You're just anti what they're rioting. You're not really anti-riot. You just don't want to support that kind of riot. Then you riot at the capitol. So you're with rioting. You're not pro-law enforcement when you then kill cops. Not all conservatives are. Did January 6th, but it was conservative.
There was and again, just kind of like what happens with like the marches at times. There was a lot of infiltrators there on January 6th. A lot.
What kind of
people coming in trying to start stuff and make things happen. Just like it happened
here too.
That's what I just said. Just like I said with the marches, that is a problem, and that's up to people.
But there's legitimate people there that were trying to change the election. Trump won.
Right.
We're gonna uphold that shit. Biden's not coming in this. You know what I mean? Well, it's a lot of.
There was, and again, that was it was a one-day thing. I'm not going to. It was a one-day thing. That was a one-day done and done thing. People got locked up. People are in jail. Where that people don't see that coming from.
But it's still fucked up. Even if it's one day, it's still fucked up. And most conservatives, I think there was a poll that came out. You might disagree with the poll, where it said 60% supporting what they did. 60% of the party, that's voters, not politicians, not conservative politicians. The voters, Republican voters, 60% were like, we condone what happened.
Well, so I meant
that's scary.
So it's scary, but I heard somebody here. I think it was my guy here. He said today. I think he said today that this is our property.
Yeah.
I think you meant right.
Yeah.
So okay, so
the Capitol. But what they did, they came with zip ties. They killed some cops. They bear maced police officers when they were.
there was no
police.
there was no cops killed by any like protesters on any side who was there, or any, the police were not killed by any protesters.
No, they were. There's video of it happening. And I have a homie that works with New York Times. He has the photo of the lady that got shot in the neck. He was getting attacked himself. Those people were pulling cops out.
And they were fucking the cops.
Yeah, they were fucking the cops.
So and they did, to be honest with you, the footage. Listen, hold on. The footage, and not everybody was that day, right? See, he just said. No.
It's a ploy to be
it's
on
not
his side. They don't.
No, it's not. A,
people don't like police. Period.
It's not a ploy.
But it's a divisive tool. You like police? I don't. We on different sides.
It's not.
They don't like police. Poor people don't like police. Rich people don't like police. Business people don't like police. Entrepreneurs don't like police. White people don't like police. Black people don't like police. Nobody like police. But recently, we like police. No, they don't.
It's not.
That's just the most divisive tool to split the aisle.
It's
you
not.
Like police, nigga?
It's not. A, it's not a. It's not a. It's not a.
If you haven't been paying attention to the shortage,
it's not completely a ploy, because there are people who have family in law enforcement who do understand some things in the job that they go through, in the situations and the difficulties, and then media makes it even worse. So, no, hey, appreciate that. Honestly, yep. Oh, that's the lady that had a, So here, you guys, check this out. I have to, sometimes we have to reason with folks. We have to reason. Sometimes we have to reason and talk to folks. So, that lady out there in the car, she's the one that was having a seizure over here on the floor. Instead, she's out there in the car, and a lot of people went out there to see her. She was over here having a seizure. So she's now in the car. The ambulance took her away, and she's rolling back by. She's rolling back by in a van, and that's the van that she's in right there. And now she's yelling again. That's her. And I'm not going to say, maybe some of y'all didn't agree with what I was saying to this dude. It's, it works at times. You got these hostile situations. Lots of verbal seizures happening, yeah. So I don't know if I missed any super chats. If I did, I'm sorry. I've had the comments turned off, and I don't know what's been going on, because I didn't want people hovering my back up behind me and watching. So I had the comments turned off over the past probably since the lady had the seizure. So yeah. So, yeah.
And I need to pull all of those out. And then, y'all gotta go.
So I'm interested to see if media kind of breaks down, or what happens with media. I mean, a lot of the people have kind of dispersed as far as family members, protesters. A lot of people have dispersed and kind of moved on. So, thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it, Andrew. Let me see. Buy yourself a coffee or drink or energy drink tonight, brother. Thank you for what you do. You guys, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching. To me, it's a historic day. I think justice was served, but here's the thing. Here's the other piece of it. And I know in a moment. Let me add this to you guys. Let me say this. In the moment, people are celebrating or happy because justice was served. But if the verdict came out the other way, would people still be as happy, or would they be on this? Would they be saying things that other people here are saying that justice was not served? And that's something we have to think about. When we're just being, I guess, kind of fair, we have to say that. Would people be saying justice was served if it was the other way around? If it was the other way around, I don't think people would say, justice was served. People would be upset. Like, oh man, Kyle was found guilty. People would probably be saying that. It's easy to say if justice, if he was found guilty, I'd be rolling. I'd be okay with it. I think that's hard. I think that's hard to say because I think people, not to say that people would be rioting or marching, but I think people would be still pissed off if he was found guilty. People would probably say that no, something happened. Because we was keep this in mind. People were already saying that we hope the jury does the right thing. So if it would have went the other way around, people would have been saying, "Oh, they didn't do the right thing. Justice wasn't served. It was screwed up. It was rigged. The Democrats won. Yada yada yada." So at the same time, you have this other side who's saying, justice wasn't served, and people are upset. So just something to think about. I don't think people would riot. Obviously, people wouldn't riot if Patriots can't even get in the middle of the street during a march. Obviously, there would be no rioting. We can't even march in the streets because, and to be honest with you, we can't even walk across a crosswalk or a street traffic light without letting cars go. So I know there wouldn't be no riots if Patriots lost. Just saying, that's the truth of it. I've witnessed it many times when there's marches and people don't want to even go into the street and want to obey the stop signs to walk through a crosswalk. So that's just facts. What's up? I haven't. What's your name, boss? Corey. Thanks, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Good. You're out here, huh? Yeah. Cool. All media. Right. All of us. The streamers, everything. It's going to be interesting to see how long this stays.
I think that maybe there might be one more march, in honor of the deceased.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, maybe later on tonight. But we'll see. It's dissipating pretty.
Yeah, it's just media at the most part, just standing around. I don't know. That's what I'm curious about.
If you subtract the media.
What's up?
If you subtract the media.
Oh.
We have
50 at most.
15 at most.
Yeah. I said 50, but you went lower than me. I'd say 50 at most, but
these people here are just media.
yeah, it's probably. I'd say you might be right.